Welcome to Path of Exile. This is episode 4 of the Cyclone Slayer having fun walkthrough, mostly for new players. And I like to start off the videos by taking a look at our skill tree, or our skills, which is like all our passives. So I went this way, I grabbed that, and then we went up here and grabbed the life gain on hit. I'll eventually be replacing this. I don't think this is going to hack it in the end game for us, but we'll see. And then I went and took some life, and down here I grabbed this, and then I beelined right over here, because this is where it's going to get into our mana regen, which will also be able to unspec from. And then I'm going to be working over here, getting some damage. There's more damage nodes all around here. Also, let's take a look at our gear. There it is. And I'll let you pause the video. We actually used this. We got a second one of these, which is really weird. We got the first one, a unique drop, and then in the tournament that we won for winning it, I think this was the one of the rewards, or the final reward? No, it was the final reward from the rounds, but not for the total match. Just like that. So this is not good gear. This is solo self-found. This is just okay-ish stuff. And I'm leveling up this combat support gem. So it's not supporting anything, it's just being leveled up because I want to use it with Cyclone, most likely. Leap Slam, supported by faster attack, makes it smoother. Then we've got, what do we have here? Oh, the totem, being supported by the Ancestral Call, so it hits more than one. And this adds to its damage. We've got Steel Skin on left click, so it automatically gets used, and that's also can trigger some flasks later on to be automatically triggered too, so that's going to be nice. Precision is being used and leveled up as well, and that helps with some crit rate. Not much. Probably won't even activate it quite yet until we need some precision. Then we have our Molten Strike on a 3-link so far. And we could actually get a better one, a 4-link, pretty soon, and then we'll add probably melee damage. We'll get another one and go like this and use melee damage to support the Molten Strike or something, maybe fire or something. And that has Ancestral Call, so it spits out more hits, and then faster attacks, so it goes even faster. Also, on the second set, these are just throwaway weapons. But it had a green, red. So I'm leveling in the background another faster attack, a close combat, another faster attack. There's a reason. I'll probably be switching one of those out. And then a melee support and a Steel Skin. So I got 6 of them working in the background. Pretty cool. We won the tournament. We're right here. Also, if you guys don't know, over the years I've picked up cosmetics by watching Twitch streams or stuff like that. So what you can do is you can go like this. I even got the gloves this league too. Each league you can unlock things. Let's go to this and go to challenges. And right here, as you get more and more challenges done, like we could look over this and it would tell us what to do for it. It wants us to craft or use the vendor recipe to create one of these, any of these things, and you just look it up, how to make that, how to do that, or how to do that, and you get the points for it. And then this increases, and you get better and better rewards. The first one is the boots, and then the gloves. So let's take a look at the boots. We click here, and there's the boots. We can put these on, but those don't really match. Let's go with that one. And then let's go to let's go over here, and I've got one here, and close it, and then let's see if we just got some gloves, the Beastmaster gloves. We'll do that. That's looking better so far. I don't think I have any we do have some armor attachments. Let's go with this one. No, that's too much. That's a little busy too. Let's close that out. Let's close that out there. And these are shared through the accounts. Interesting. a little light touch. I don't know. Maybe. Let's look for that one right now. Got the hat, but I don't know. I'm gonna go without the hat and see what other things we get. And our steel skin right now, and when we turn it on, it just has that little bit of stuff around us. Let's go out here and see the difference. We're looking pretty devastating now. Or scarier. Let's go with no wings. So cosmetics. Let's go with no wings. And if we turn on, oh no, every time we do steel skin, it goes like that. Can we change it to? No effect. Precision. We have it on. It goes around like that. And then we can change it to that, or nothing. I'm going to go with the lesser, because there's going to be a lot of effects otherwise. I don't want to be able to see what's underneath me. Ancestral Call. And anything you have equipped, it will do stuff. You know, that if you have it. So that's what we have so far. And we look a little better. Do I have anything else? Cosmetics. I don't have very many cosmetics. For being a really old account. There's other accounts that are 10 years old. I think mine's only like 7-ish years old. I'd have to take a look. I never bothered. Alright, let's go find out what we gotta do. We look a little better than we did a second ago. And so if you want more reward or cosmetics, just look into the challenges, and then look how to complete these things. Challenges, and then look into some of them are very easy. I mean, equip a magic utility flask, right there. That would get it. So it's easy stuff to do that way. Other things are a little bit harder. Then it gets harder and harder and harder stuff down in here, and it's league wide. So every character you're doing it counts towards it, I think. And let's see where we're going. And if you like these, kind of have fun, just no rush, just play the game as we go along. Just go ahead and comment that, or if you want it to go faster or slower, or this is fine, let me know. And the thumbs up button tells me make more of this series, and along with the subscribe button. So let's get into this. So let's find out where we're at. We have to go up here. Intruders in black. Let's go there and we'll figure it out. Oh, I always do that. Now there. Oh boy. And we'll zoom back out because we don't want to play all zoomed in. We'll take this precision off. We don't really need it right now. Let's find out why. Yeah, we're at 100 and 100. It doesn't really help us that much. Let's see what it goes down to. Only down 3.5 points, so no. But we'll still level it up, because we'll need it sooner or later. And explore the Chamber of Sin. Okay. And we'll speed up. Oh, here's some beasts. Let's take those guys out. Maybe we'll get a third. That's so weird that we got the same one. Oh, I'll take that. And I don't want a bow and shield, but we'll take it and turn it in right now, I guess. And just getting my feet under me just to see what's going on. But now we'll take that chest. We could ID it, or we could just open it and hopefully what I usually do is I click it and I jump. Oh, it's a freeze one. Get out of there. I tried to jump away quicker. You gotta be careful when you're opening. Oh, freeze and poison on the ground. We might be able to outlive the poison thing though. That's nice. So what do we get? Oh, there must be one guy. See the guy with the circle on his feet? He's part of the, he's linked to that chest and it won't open until you get all of them. And you can always turn this thing off too, this effect. If you don't like it, it's bugging you, you can turn it off. We're good enough for now. And we're gonna go find, we have 3 more beasts to find, so let's go find them here. And then we can fight them in the arena. And this is solo self-found, so everything we're doing matters. Even the end game, we're gonna design that a little bit with more purpose too. Like I'm gonna, I wanna unveil things quicker, so we're gonna go after syndicate type stuff with June, and we're going to get that done quicker. We're going to try to unlock more crafts. I would say even in a regular non-solo self-bound, in the end game, you're going to want to pick June-related things just to get it going, and because you're going to find stuff on the trade website, and it might be almost perfect, but you'd want to craft just something on it. And maybe somebody else could craft it on there for you, but it's a lot easier if you have access to all the crafts. So, and we haven't even got into the crafting bench yet. We're about to. We're about to. The crafting bench is going to make your life easy, easy, easy. It's going to be a great thing for you. Oh, we'll take this chromatic. We'll take that. Keep going. Nice. And, oh, I'll take that. That's 1/7 of a transmute as well, or a wisdom scroll, either way. Oh, we'll get out of here. We've got our 2 quicksilver flasks. We're going to be on the lookout for maybe a plus 15 or maybe a plus 20 movement speed boots. We're going to be working towards getting Onslaught, probably right around level 33. Pretty soon, actually. These levels will start going by quicker and quicker. Quicker and quicker. Ooh. Is this the way down? No. Explore the Chamber of Sin. I am exploring it. I thought there was a way down right there. We've got to find that other beast. Oh, there's popping our totem down. That ups our damage to 317. I'll take that Jade Amulet. There's actually a recipe for that. I'm going to save that Jade Amulet. I think there is a recipe for it. At least something reminds me of that being the case. I haven't used it in so long. Probably a year or 2 years ago. Here's the way down. But I really want to take care of that other guy, so let's go find the beasts. Normally, if you're just playing along and doing trade league stuff, it probably wouldn't be worth it to hunt down every beast early on, but it could drop something pretty cool in solo self-bound for us. We're gonna drop down a totem, and we're in no rush. You can always skip ahead or rewind in these videos. I like this ability to face tank everything. It is really nice. Oh, he dropped a bunch of stuff. Let's see. Anything cool? Not really. And there's the other guy right there. And what's neat about this, in the end game, we got all 4 beasts. In the end game, we're gonna really be forced to use all the mechanics of the game, meaning all the different features and end game content to help craft and develop our character even and get them stronger and stronger. We'll be doing tournaments. Some stuff I'll do offline. If I'm doing like 10 tournaments in a row, I don't think you guys would want to see that, but maybe you would. I don't know. What do we have to do in here? Solve the Trial of Ascendancy. Did we solve it already in this one? I don't think we did. We'll find it. We'll find out. We can always go back to town. There's a plaque in town that tells us, but I don't think we solved this one. I've played 4 playthroughs of the camp. I think this is either my 4th or 5th time through the campaign this season. I actually like it. I don't mind it at all. To me, it's just like playing the game anyways, so I have a good time with it. Let's go take a look. And we're gonna dodge and weave. Dodge and weave. Jump. Dodge and weave and jump. And I think we can dodge and weave. Can we just do it? Yikes! It's on my heels there. Oh, and we'll be able to find out. I don't think we've done this one yet. On this guy. Normally they're league-wide and mode-wide, but I reset everything in this solo self-found league. I migrated everything out. And we'll take... we're not going to need a cold ring, right? I don't think so. We'll wait to save one for later. Steel skin getting stronger. 240 damage. Nice.
There is a fine
Yep, I think we unlocked that in Act 2. We have 3 more, and it'll tell us where to go pretty soon. And if you miss one, you just check the plaque in town, and it's right in town in Sarn, which we're not at yet. So the next town is where you can check. There's a plaque right above the town, and you can check to find out what's what, which is pretty cool. And if you're leveling with the bow and you end up liking it, you could definitely do your own thing and do bows and add to it. Pick things that are somewhat similar to this, except you won't pick two-handed passives, stuff like that. Two-handed with swords or that kind of stuff. And oh gosh, we got that. Oh, right down here. We're on the right way. Nice.
That thing, it slaughtered everyone.
And drop a totem right there to help us out. Give us a little more damage and speed. The speed will help our hits per second. And done. Tower shield. That's a big shield. It's so big we can't lift it. Oh, that's going to be that thing. I shouldn't sweat this as much as I am right now at all. I can move this here. I wish there'd be like an auto sort button. This is a really big shield. Yeah, look how much space it's taking up. That's terrible. And a leather belt. I mean, we've got this belt. There's no way that this is going to be better. There's no way. And we'll take the quest item.
I bequeath this transmutation device to you,
and there we go. Oh, we'll take this. Might as well.
Of your devotion to our sublime.
And this just means we got to wait to level this up to level 25. And we're getting there pretty quick.
Piety was up.
And we're going to use this trick to get back to town. Now the thing is, I won't have a portal to get back there, but I don't think I need to. So I'm going to go like that. And what do we want here? Poacher's Mark, Herald of Agony, Herald of Ice, Herald of Thunder, Ash, probably Ash, Arctic Armor, that's a nice one. Grants, this is like a very defensive one, and it reserves 25% of our life, but then it does all that. It's pretty nice actually. Blood Rage adds a buff that deals physical damage over time while increasing attack speed and life leech. Killing an enemy while this buff is active refreshes it. So there is a way to trigger this too, through like cast when damage taken. Oh, we get a frenzy charge on kill. I think we want to use this. Let's see. So this is more damage. We'll take that. And so that'll start generating frenzy charges. But also, let's sell this stuff. Yeah, we don't want this one, right? Unidentified. Wait a second. Maybe. Let's take a look at it. We could be stumbling upon greatness. And oh, did I just sell it? I didn't think I had it clicked. Well, it was the best sword ever. Now, Groost has it. Very nice, Groost. You win this round. Okay, Helena. Very nice.
I gave the Ebony Legion my faith and my loyalty.
Okay.
Offered piety would have concurred.
Now this is where you select your hideout. As you unlock these, they stay unlocked account-wide. I currently have this one unlocked. I have all these unlocked, but it'll tell you where they are too. If you can't find them, let's see. These are all my unlocked ones, and a hideout is like your house. So now we can actually go to that. If it unlocks you, I'm not sure that if it unlocked for you guys at this point, but once it does unlock, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna go to your hideout. This is gonna be active for you. I think so. You're gonna come up here, and you're gonna put you're gonna go this, like this, and into decorations. and you're going to see what you can actually put around here. You can put a waypoint. You can move this around by pushing edit. So I can just drag this, oops, edit. And then I can select it and I can move it around. I can turn it. I can put the stash anywhere I want. I can put my crafting bench anywhere I want. I can put decorations and put all kinds of stuff around because it's going to come out plain and then you're going to add more stuff. And we're just going to go, we're going to take edit off, move this down. So
All right.
there's a lot to it. We're not going to sell anything. We're going to come to our crafting bench. And there's two ways you can do this. You can look and know that an item can be crafted on because this has 4 things. It has a prefix and 3 suffixes. So I could add, it has a max of 3 suffixes and 3 prefixes. So that means I can add a prefix on here. And it would cost me that. So I'm going to go take a look how much stuff I actually have. Oh, I have 11 of those. So it's not too expensive for us. I have 3 coins, okay. We're going to put this in our amulet spot. We put our tattoos in here as well. The rings should actually go in the ring one. And anything to show? This. Sometimes you can save these for the end game, and if you turn it in, I think with a map, and this you get there's something. Oh, and you got to quality it up. So you'd use 4 whetstones on this normal one, get it to level 20 quality, and then put any map you don't want in with this, and you'll get a chisel back. The chisel you can use, it'll be right here on your maps to make the quality go up, which increases the good stuff for a map. So we'll show you that. So I'm just saving one of those for now, and put this down here. We'll put our wisdom scrolls right there. And what else did I want to show us? Blood and Sand. I purchased that from either Lion's Eye or in town here on the second tab from either Nessa or the lady in town here. And we're going to actually use this, but I don't have a red socket yet. We'll get there. What is this weapon? The most likely I'll be replacing this, so I don't want to actually try to improve this thing. But this one could be improved. So let's see if we can. We have 2 shots at it. Oh boy. And this is what kind of strength dex, so we should be okay there. So let's try to improve it. We're going to try to get... Oh, this is dangerous. Because we might only get 1 out of it. We don't need precision, so we can give up on that. So, we're going to try to improve this to get it to have 3 sockets instead of just 2. And at item level, I think 25, you could have 4 sockets on an item. This only has 3 in general. So here we go. 1. So we can only make it better. Let's do it. Oh, nice! And it's red, and it's red, red, green. If it wasn't, we would use this. And if we had fusings, we could try to lock them together. Ideally, before you did that, you'd make it quality 20, so you'd have better chances of doing that as well. But we're in good shape, so now we can put steel skin on here. We can keep leveling this, even though we aren't using it. And we'll put Blood and Sand. This is one of our first actual buffs that we'll use. There's 2 different stances to it. The first one, the Blood stance, does more damage, area damage, but it has a slightly less area to it. The Sand one is more area effect, but less area damage. So we're going to go with the first one. Or the Blood one. So we got to get this guy here. Got to re-put that there. We're going to take this back off for now. That off for now. That off there. And we're going to put that first buff right there. And that's the Sand stance. So you got to wait. Set it up for Blood stance. And we're going to put this with our amulets and stuff, I guess, right there. We'll save that for the end game. If I ever use it for that kind of a recipe, I don't know. Let's go back to town now. Oh, we got to do our crafting. Okay. So you can just throw the item in there and see. It's all red. You can't do any crafting on it. And you can't because Why can't I? Prefix, prefix, suffix, suffix. Oh, I haven't unlocked enough of them. These are already blocked because those prefixes are maximum mana. It already has those. So you can't put it on there a second time. So that's okay. And then this one, we could add some mana, but for 3 augments. Do I have any augments? I don't think so. 7. Just for some extra mana? I don't think so. Too expensive. Nothing on there because that's a magic item. It has its 2 mods on there. This one I might be able to do. I'll do max life. Nothing wrong with that. And it's cheap and we have a lot of those. So now our life goes from 580 to 626. What about this? We'll see. Oh, I'll put some more life on there. Oh, come on. Nice. And no. And maybe. Nope. And you can't craft on this one in general. So we're in good shape. So we went from 580 to 646. And if I had suffixes, I could do the resistances that I'm low on. And what you do is you look at your resistances right here, and you say, oh, I need some cold. So I might put cold on one item and lightning on the other and get closer and closer to 75s on all those. Or if I really wanted some more fire, I could do fire. Stuff like that. What's this? Blood Rage. Oh, we gotta think about using that too. I don't want to have to press a button. And it's under F right now. And there's the buff, and then it gives us frenzy charges, but if we kill, it might stretch that out. We'll see. We might use it, we might not. I don't usually like pressing more buttons, so I want a lazy build. Let's see where we have to go next. Right over here. And away we go. Beautiful. And again, the comments on if there's comments about longer or shorter videos, I haven't published the first one yet. I'm still finishing up publishing the other series, the other 2 series. So I won't see the comments for this one for another day on the first one. On the first episode even. Another day or so, I'm guessing. But I'm having fun. And if it's too long, you can kind of skip around or skip over it. No big deal. Just skip to the parts that you like too. Nothing wrong with that. And what are we doing here? When I'm talking like this, I usually lose track. Not usually, but it's easier to lose track of what I'm doing. I'm fighting the monsters, and I'm having fun with that. And I've got goals to hit, but then I want to, relay some information or talk about stuff. And it gets funny sometimes. But I have fun doing it. I hope you guys like this game. It gets really, really amazing in the end game too. As you can see, I don't mind the campaigning at all either. I have fun with it. It's still the game. It's still you're fighting monsters, getting stronger. Right now, we're doing a lot better than a lot better than the. Oh, we gotta put our. See, I'm gonna forget that rage thing. There's no way I'm gonna end up using it. Really, because I think this is a dead end. Yeah, it does. We get some frenzy charges, which add to our speed, but yeah, there's not enough time in it. I'd be using that to all. Is it just automatic? Let's see. Ooh, I could put it on left click. I could get brave and put it on left click, and then it would just automatically happen. That might be better than, instead of steel skin on there. Just go with rage, and then let's try that. Because right now we have a lot of. Let's go like this. Steel skin, or not steel skin. Rage, and we'll put steel skin over here. You've been relegated off there. Now it just casts it over and over again. Now the sound is a little lame. There it goes. Boom, boom, boom. But we're keeping our attacks up. Let's see, 353 now. 400. What else do the frenzy charges? They add attack speed. They add movement speed. You know what? We can find out. Miscellaneous movement speed. Where's our current movement speed? Oh, let's take that away. And we'll even take this off. Precision. Ancestral Call. Okay. It'll say movement. Frenzy charges 0 of 3. Attack speed modifier per frenzy charge 4%. Cast speed modifier, damage modifier, 4% more damage. That's a multiplier, so that's a big chunk. And then, so this is going to be our offenses. If we want to switch to defense, we put that there. We switch it, and then what else? Movement speed. Defense? Is it it's under defense. Does it help with our movement speed? There is ways that you can make it affect your movement speed. Yeah, that sound is annoying. Click, 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 click. Alright, let's go find something to fight. At least I'm not having to push the button. No, it doesn't do our movement speed. And our damage is pretty good already. Oh, we'll give it a shot this way. This is what our damage is with those 295, and with them up and running with, let's see if we can get more frenzy charges. I can't refresh it that way. So the max wouldn't refresh. We get 2. And we're up to 350 with them going on. We'll give it a shot this way. And oh, it also improves it too. It'll be interesting. Okay, back to the regularly scheduled program. Oh, we need these things. Oh, this is all our gems that we're leveling up in the background as well. Is there a way to not make that sound? I'd have to like kill all the sounds. The sound actually being on might be the... But it's neat, it works. So if you need more damage, you put that... And then you can buy that. Just search in the vendor on the second tab. And it'll work. I'm glad Steel Skin doesn't make that noise.
Not in the world I know.
I don't think you need the damage, really. I think it can just be conditional. Yeah, I just don't like that. So if I come to a place where I need some damage, I can go like that and just press it. Alright. Northern Forest. Oh, and I'm going to quickly check our map. We didn't miss the thing in there. We're in good shape. Yep, I don't like that sound. I can't do it, guys. They convinced me not to do it. That sound doesn't bug me, though. That sound is very in the background. Nice. Cool. And we have Blood and Sand going, so our damage is up from that, but it doesn't show on our sheet because it's area damage, so that doesn't show really. Yeah, well, damage-wise, we're fine, so. And we're going to get a new sword that's going to really up it, probably double our, double that pretty soon here anyway, so. I don't think there's a quest in here, the Dread Thicket. There's no real reason to go in here. Here's all our quests. Is there there might be a trial in here? There could be. I don't think so. We're going to peek in here a little bit. We can always come back to this if that's the case. I don't think there's actually anything in there, though. Knock these guys out. Take the Wisdom Scroll. And It doesn't say that there is. It just wants us to go back to town. We're going to do that in a second. Ooh, we know that there's a ghost around here. Oh, and he got away. That's another good way to check your DPS. If you find a ghost and you can't kill him, your damage is probably too low. We didn't kill him there because we just didn't spot him soon enough. That's our first amethyst task. We'll identify it. And reduce duration, increase critical strike for during the effect. That's nice. And increased effect. Okay. And it adds to our chaos resistance, but we're not going to use that. We're going to use these. I haven't had to use a mana potion in a while, or any health potion this whole time. So we're probably going to switch away from I should have used my rage thing there. I'm going to use rage on cast when damage taken. There's a way I can trigger things to happen automatically, and we're going to use that instead. Oh, let's fight this guy. Nice. We've got our rage thing. Oh, did it just? Oh, did we just melt him? Nice. That worked, guys. Yeah, 400 DPS with that up, and our rage in full effect. There's ways to make this longer and stronger. Adds 10 more rage to it too. There's a lot we can do to this, but here we go. Let's dive in here and fight the mini boss. If you're a casual player and you only have maybe an hour a day, or if that, there's no reason why you can't, play along, watch these videos, and have them playing in the background or on another monitor, and just learn the game, what I'm doing. Just follow along what I'm doing, and you should be fine. And I'm doing this as if there's no trade, because a lot of new players, I would say maybe 90%, I think they said 90% of players don't even use trade. So that's an amazing figure to me, because trade really opens up a lot of the game. But so if 90% of the players aren't using trade, then I'm going to use solo self-found, and that means I'm not using trade yet either. And that way you can verify it. We're going to put that down, jump over here, and away we go. Ooh, Chaos Orb, very, very nice. And our debuffs come right here if I'm standing on bad ground. Let's see, that maybe this is the moment of truth. Said we were going to get something better. Let's see. Accuracy, probably not going to do it. Ooh, the increased physical damage, though, that could. 283 is what we got to beat. What do we have in there? Blood Rage. I'll go right back. 283. Nope. Close. What are those other stats? If it's close, I might look at the stats. Stun support. Nah. And 170 mana. Let's ID this and find out if it's better. Instant recovery. We don't want that because it's too low. 170 is... Oh my gosh, we have 356 mana. Not good. Well, it's good, but I mean... We have 2 things to spend. Oh, this is going to be funny. If I spend them on mana regeneration... Yeah, we won't... See how low my mana is going? And by that, I mean not at all. We can definitely activate Precision. That'll help us a little bit with some crit, but not much. And we'll find a different buff to put on. And we'll go do that right now in town. That'll be our next thing to do. So if I haven't done it, and the next episode or something, remind me. And we'll take that to sell it. Val Power Siphon. I don't want to use it, but that's a thing. And... Oh, it's already corrupted. So is that better than that? We can't change any of the sockets on it, so probably not. So now, we're kind of faced with, if I go like this... Oh, we already have one of them. That's why our regen was so good. If I take one more... Let's do this. Let's take one more, and then we really won't... Oh no, that's the next big one. If I take that one, and that's a 30% increase, and that one would be 10% in max mana that way. We'll leave this one out, and we're gonna go this way to get over here, and then we'll see if that's okay enough. So we're gonna put precision back on. We'll put it right there for now. And how much does it add to it? Probably not that much at this point. Not much at all, but it's there. And look at this. Our mana is not dropping at all. We don't need a heal potion at all. Unless we get hit with a no regen modification. But if that's the case, we have bigger problems. And away we go. I might play, like, in between episodes, I might play those matches and use those just for fun, too. Unless you guys comment that you want to see a bunch of matches. I can make a whole series of, not a series, but a whole episode of just playing those matches, too. Usually I jump in and play one, and they usually take around 8 to 10 minutes, maybe 8 to 12 minutes, maybe. That last one was longer than expected. I thought I was not gonna win that first one. Then I got killed, and then everything actually turned around because it got those guys away from their things. They kind of ignored me for a second. It was nice. It was unexpected, I'll say that. I was ready to give up. I was like, no, I'm not gonna win this one. But they forgot about me. That was travel to the forest encampment. It really wants us to go there. Come on. Holy cow. And just going through this place, so come on. So much here. This way. Come on. Ignore these guys. Try to make better advancement. Just so much fun. So we're looking for a third potion too. Maybe like oh, look at this, and another enchant. What do we get? Movement speed on boot. So now I could find a movement speed and do it myself. I think that enchant is kind of expensive though, so might not have the required items currency to actually enchant AZ. That's another thing about Cyclone that's fun. If you get walled in like that, you just spin right through it, doesn't matter. We'll put that down. And we'll come over and get our ranged guys that were messing with us, but it didn't even matter. There was no mana usage and no... We'll take a look at these, I guess. Oh, all three of these, we'll look at them. 1, 2, 3. Movement, no. No movement. No movement. Okay. So I'm looking for, on the boots, basically movement speed, maybe some life on there, some resists, just basic stuff. But movement speed being the most important right now, by far. Even in the end game, boots are, really I need movement speed. I could enchant it on there, but I think the enchant only goes up to like plus 25 movement speed. You could find plus 30, maybe plus 35. I don't. So yeah, usually you want the boots that are found instead. But if you find a really, really great one and you can enchant the plus 25 on yourself, no problem doing it going that route and giving up 5% of the movement speed. But just don't make the mistake of okay, 5%, oh, it's no big deal, it's no big deal. And then all of a sudden, all those no big deals actually add up to something then. We're working our way through here. It wants us to go back to town to turn in a quest, but I'm going to keep pushing on. Oh, we're climbing the pyramid. I think we're in for a boss fight. Let's improve our standings. And we are. Let's go back to town and do that. Oh. I even used my rage right here too. And it did get us a, is it a, what, a 25% chance at a frenzy charge? It's not guaranteed. I'll have to take a look at that. Oh, there's more. We might as well go kill these guys while we have our frenzy charges up. Boost in damage. What do we pick up there? I saw it. I knew it was worthwhile, I think, and I picked it up. But I picked up so many things that I forgot what it was. I'm not even sure. Power siphon. I'm not even sure what it was. What fusing? Cool. Fusings allow us to link together, have a shot at it. Just hover over it and read that. And if it's a better quality item, like I could use an armor scrap on here to make this quality better up to 20, then you have a better chance of linking the items as well. And we'll put that there, this over here for now. This is not coming with us, so... Oh, let's get rid of a couple of these boots. We'll take that away. That gives us more. And let's hit town. Ooh, they're going to blame us for the darkness. Okay. Sell. And sell. Good enough.
Exile.
Oh, and we needed the ash thing. We might even be able to get 2. Let's get 2 going. Oh boy. Stun support we'll throw in there. 640. Let's do this. Let's see if we can get the next level.
Speak.
Sell. I think you get it at 24. So if we go 1, 2, 3, we get the 830 over 4 seconds versus 640 over 3. That's fine. We'll go with that. And there it is. Now we'll put the rest of this stuff away. We don't need this. We don't need that. We don't need the power siphon or that for now. Put that away and that away. Now let's take a look at our flasks situation. We'll take 1 back here as a backup just in case. And then we're going to take... we'll talk to this guy.
There's one bright spot in this dark. Keep your...
What has...
And Yelena. We're going to purchase, and then you go to support, or to the second tab, and type in Herald. Let's try that. Here's the Heralds that you've unlocked now. We've got red would be Ash, lightning is thunder, green is Herald of Ice. Deals that, cannot be for buff, grants that to attacks. We're just pressed for what can we take out of here? Precision we can get rid of for now. Not rid of, but we'll use it. So we could take this one and put precision there. What else can we put in here? Blood and sand. Leap slam, no. Close combat, we could get rid of this one. Not get rid of, but... Oh, there's the blue one. We might be able to get 3? No. If we go like that, can we get all 3 Heralds running? And then this one. And we need a red slot. We'll work on that. And then this one, Herald of Ice. So Herald of Ice goes there. Now we got to get 3 reds on this item. Oh god. I don't think I've ever gone with this many heralds like this early, but we'll see. Let's go like that. We're gonna put in our use thing, we're gonna say we're gonna want to use that, and we're gonna want to use precision later, and we're gonna work on this item right here. We need triple red. We've been picking up a lot of those chromatic things, and this is why. Here we go. We need triple red. green. Oh, this is a dexterity item. This is going to be really unlikely. So if we get 2 reds, we're going to be happy with that. Let's just get 2 reds like we had on there. Ugh, I thought it was for some reason I thought it was a dex item. It's not. Is this a strength item? It's easy to tell when you take it off. Is this a strength-based item? No. Is that? This is? But that already has the 3 reds, but we could get it this way. We could try to do it to this one. The likelihood of this working on this is low. Come on. What about this item? It is a... Keep taking all this stuff off. Juggling. Dex. I hate using this, but we need more sockets. I'm gonna try, guys. Oh, I'm losing my voice. 1 second. Alright. There we go. Alright, sorta. And I'm holding down shift and just clicking and hoping for 2 reds. I didn't realize that was a dex item. 2 reds is hard enough to get. And I don't think we have the craft option. Oh boy, it's getting down to the wire here. Come on. Only 2 more. 1, 2. Now I gotta get a red back on there. Okay. So, we definitely need Leap Slam. We definitely need faster attack on here. We could put this here. That's our steel skin. We could give up on the blood and sand for now. And we don't have another red. Yeah. So it's a choice between steel skin. Let's go with that off there and Herald device. So we're really gonna press the limits here. We're gonna go with this one. Oop, that one. You could put the U's back on and continue leveling up precision. So we need more red sockets, and I can't really get them because these are all dexterity items, and this is our ancestral recall. We could give up a little bit here. That would be a way to do it. Make our totem worse, but still effective-ish. Could do that. Let's do that. Let's go like that. We'll just make it hit one thing, not the end of the world. We'll put blood stance there and steel skin here. Alright, let's set it up. Steel skin goes back. This goes here. This one, precision can be off or on, doesn't matter. And we're going to hold down the control key. We're going to take these off here so it doesn't mess us up. And can we get blood and sand, steel, all of this going? There's a chance, but not precision, probably. And where's the blood and sand one? Come on, blood and sand. There it is. I usually like putting that right here so I can actually see what stance it's on. And then we're going to take purple, red, blue, and on this one we'll take the last one, blood and sand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Moment of truth here, guys. We're going to have a bunch of heralds running, which is kind of funny, but we'll give it a shot. We're in town. Let's go back in our portal. Oh boy. Alright. Can we set up blood and sand? 10%. We should be able to. And then... Sorry, had to take care of that guy. So then these are 25% each. But here, we'll take it off for a second. Here's our damage. 287. 309. 363. And can I still fight with this? Yep. And it's working. Can I get precision on there too? No, I don't want to do precision. It's too close. It's actually using it up. So let's take that off. And that's our reserve mana now. Alright, let's see what we got here. And if we drop this down, 411, and then if we use our rage, 428, and it can go up even higher than that. And these things are going to improve. All those heralds improve and get stronger and stronger too. Alright, let's see what we got. Triple, mana's not an issue. We're regenning a lot. We don't have a mana potion anymore. So we're running 3 heralds plus, that's nice, 3 heralds. I've never done that before. I've never bothered. We'll take that one for later. And that's with only 3 sockets on the items. It's really hard to squeeze all that stuff in. But we found a way. Our totem doesn't do as much to it now, but it still works. I mean, it's still cranking out stuff. We still have our leap slam with faster attacks, and mana's not an issue. I like it. Nice, guys. That was fun, setting that up like that. And to pull that off, you saw what was required as far as what items were needed, all that kind of stuff, so there's a lot to it. But it can be really worth it too. Oh, look at this guy. Now we've got lightning shooting out of the sky, smacking people. We're adding fire damage with the oh gosh, this guy's kind of tough. We'll go into our tough mode with totem down and rage. Come on. Come on. And it's only going to get stronger as we level those up. It doesn't take any more mana, so might as well get them up to level 20. But there's going to be other things we put on. We won't run all 3 heralds in the end. But for now, it's there. Might as well take the damage. That is really cool. I like that. 3 heralds. And blood rage. Or not blood rage. Blood rage and... Oh, we can get more damage this way. Go to the second, press it twice to get the secondary damage thing. So we'll even be more deadly. Come on. Even with these are tough fights. We definitely need a new weapon next. The tricky part will be, yeah, these are tough guys. Tougher. But we're safe. Oh, here we go. We're working our way up. Alright guys, prepare ourselves. Ooh, good timing. 717 and 776. 766. Here we go. This guy, watch out for... Ooh, here's it. Don't miss that. Spell damage. Watch out because he has a big rock of a hand. And if you're down here, you can miss it. And there we go. We'll drop our totem. We're just going to try to base tank him down, sort of, kind of. I don't think we can... We might be able to take one of his pounding overhead pounds. Let's try it. We did! We lived through it. That's a big, heavy hit. Like, if you don't have enough armor, you're gonna get crushed by that. Oh, I'm gonna think we're gonna get a little more mana regen, too. Just to be safe on the next one. I saw it going down there when I held it down long time like this. Majority of the time we won't really care about it, but that time I don't want it to run out because then we're just doing little pokes. Nice. And I'm just base tanking this guy down. Not bad at all. I think my solo self-found minions did better on this fight. But I'm okay. I just need a new weapon and I would have been done with this guy. I just haven't found one. Yep, I was out of mana there at the end, so we definitely need to maybe run, not precision, but then get that other regen. A little more regen, it will be fine on long fights, but this was fine. We'll pick up all this stuff. Ooh, a two-handed mace, that might be the... Oh, we've got 2 chances at greatness here. Okay. We'll even look at those just for fun-ish, I guess. Okay. Not that item. Not that. We'll turn it in. This item and this item. What is that going to turn off? It'll turn off our Herald, which is number 2. Okay. So here we go for the test. We could put this over here for now. Okay. All right, here we go. Please be more damage. I don't think it is. It doesn't look like it will be at all. And no. 313 is good. This one has a chance, right? Close. And we could enchant this. We get dexterity. What would we be losing? The melee gems. We don't have any in there. Use both hands. That doesn't matter. Evasion. I think I'm okay to swap to this. It's a little less damage, but the rarity minus rarity find. I'd like more things found. It makes a little bit of a difference, so it's cool enough with me to where maybe we can enchant this and it'll be worth it. And it has 3 and a red. Very nice. And red, green. Good. And its strength, so we could yeah, this is the way to go for us. It has more sockets too. Oh, we got a fight here. I'll do our rage thing. We'll get our lightning back on. And away we go. And this is the city of Sarn. We're working into it now. Very nice. Oh, jump out of the fire. Nice. Our damage is way up now because of 512 we're doing. Because of that blood rage and an orb of regret. Very nice. That's worth 2 chaos to me. Oh, that was it was a beast. No wonder it was taking a long time to fight. Oh, it's a red beast too. Those are the hardest ones. They can have all kinds of mods on there, and just by default they're tougher. But we're doing fine. Oh, we're out of mana, I see. I could put a mana thing back in. But the next point we're gonna spend is on mana regen, so let's take all this stuff. Oh gosh, there's a lot of things here now. Jagged Maul 2-hander. I want to test each of these, so I'm just gonna throw it on the ground. Go like that and test it. Because I have this running, it's gonna go lower as well, so what you want to do is you want to take that off and then put it on and then look at your damage that way. 338. 308. We'll probably use this one. Ooh, that's our first 4-socket item, so that's item level 25, so that unlocked that. So we're going to test this item. Nope. And unidentified, we'll test this one. Nope. But we'll just keep that. Take this. A broadsword, that's 1-hander. And away we go. Oh, we gotta get the beast, and then we gotta fight the beast too. I don't want. There might be a really good item in the menagerie. Power charge on critical strike. Very cool. We won't use that one though. And yikes! Come on. Oh, get out of the purple stuff. When we fight him, he's probably going to do that in the fight as well. Then. Ugh. Oh, let's put that back on. We could get rid of just the cold. Where's the cold one? Number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and what would that do if we got rid of 4? 3. It's a chunk. I'm going to try to, we leveled. We're going to put that right back in here. And we're going to see how well that mana regen helps. It should be very close to okay-ish. Ooh, that's going to use more. How much mana are we using right now? 8. Still 8. And 2 more beasts. There's a little quest right here that we have to do to unlock the entrance. And it's Clarissa. Come on. 2-stone ring that has fire and cold resistance on it. But it's just a regular. Perfect. And let's go find those other 2 beasts. Oh, let's see if we can actually get our mana staying closer to the top full. And that was the whole point. I don't want to hit, I haven't had a heal potion or a mana potion now at all. Oh, there's the last beast and there's the last one. We just need a little bit more, like 20% more from an item maybe. Ooh, very nice. Let's find out what it is. We're probably going to be using this thing. Probably. Here we go. Because it just got to replace that, which is fire resistance. That's a lot. And the life we can give up. But we've been strong with this, so let's see what happens here. The Famine Bind. Increase physical damage. Cold resistance. Increase projectile damage. That's good. Reduce flash charges gained. We haven't been using the flash, but right there it would hurt us on that and that, but we have 2 of them. Increase the flask effect. I like that a lot. Deals 50 damage per second to nearby enemies. Are you kidding me? Can I just walk up and stand next to people now? Come on. Let's go stand next. Oh, are there none to stand next to all of a sudden? They all ran. They saw that belt. They're like, I'm out of here. Aw. Well, we can't pass this up, so let's go right here for a second and go just test out this belt. We'll say new by holding down control when I click this. Then I can reset the instances as many times as I want, really. I think. I've never tried to do it 100 times, but can I just stand here? Yeah, it's doing chaos damage to all, and I'm just living because of my regen. And these are purple or blue creatures, so they're magic. They're tougher. Let's just take them out real quick. Silver coin, and that's happening now to the. Let's go stand next to the regular guys and see what happens. It just melts them down. Well, that's kind of nice. If I could just stand here AFK all day and they would send me hundreds of these, I could level up to 100 in the city of Sarn. Not really good. But that's nice. Extra damage. It's fine. It doesn't hurt us. This gets more speed now when we use this thing. Our speed should go up to, let's see what it does. Movement speed. Movement speed. When we use this without it on, our movement speed goes up to 54. And then with it on, 54. Increases the effect of flask effect duration, not the actual thing. So the duration, that's nice. So it lasts longer for these flasks. How long is that? Let's see. Well, it's not going to show it there or there, but I'm just going to assume that it's 60% longer, which is fine by me. Let's go up here. And we'll put a mana flask back on there just in case, because it doesn't hurt it. I don't have anything else to put there right now. This is the plaque that I'm talking about that we can look at, and it'll tell us where we're at and what we need to do. So we haven't missed any. If you did, you'll just go back to that area, the crypt or the prison, and get them. So we're in good shape there. We got to talk to these guys. We got to sell all this stuff. And we're going to sell... Were we going to switch? I think we were. But then we don't... We're not going to... It's red, red, green. I need this blue one. I don't want to have to switch this over and roll for a blue. And it's a little less damage, so we'll just hold on to that for now. Which is fine. And that's gone, and that's gone. So we got some interesting upgrades. I'm going to check all these guys, and then we're going to check the map for the different things. Right here, let's see. Let's go to the map, and I'm going to go to Act 2 and just double check that I've done everything. Yep, there's nothing to the left of this except the trials, and we did that. Same thing here on Act 1, so we're in good, all these are done, and these are not done. But that's technically, because it's a 6-part thing, it's going to show it consistently. So here's our next thing, and now let's go into the menagerie and hope for greatness. These are going to be a little bit long fights, but I don't have any reason not to take a mana flask in, so we'll take we'll just take this one. And we're going to put this stuff away. We've got our first regret orb, and that adds to, if we use it, might as well use it right now. Watch this. And with P, that brings this up, and then I can press that. So right now we have 4 refund points. Use this, and we have 5. You're going to get a lot of regret orbs. Through that tournament, you can get a lot. Like, you can get 5 or 6 at a time, but even more. Alright, so we have things going on. Let's go do these fights. Now I'm going to use... that's okay. It'll recharge as we do a fight. Oh, I don't want to do that. Come on. Sorry. I clicked right here where... I wanted to just do this. Here we go. And we can fight this guy for the chromatics. We actually need some more chromatics. And this guy for a staff. And adds the Redeemer to that one. To an item. I'll have to look that up and find out what that is. That mod to a Redeemer item. Not to an item. Gotta read everything nicely. I don't think we have any Redeemer items. Like down here, it'll be like Hunter item, Crusader. These are items towards the end game, so that's okay that we don't get to use that one. We need more chromatics, as we saw. So let's do this fight. This should be easy because easy. Jumped right out there and was mean to me. Much easier than the first time. I haven't used a health or a mana potion at all for the whole thing. We'll take those because we needed them. And then let's get this staff and find out what they're going to get. Level 23. This is going to be a serious fight. Let's get over and actually fight that guy because he's hiding in there. And I've got my rage thing going. And it's holding up. It gave us 2 power charges. I haven't had to push it a second time. Nice, it worked. And I face tanked all that. Alright, here we go. We get a war staff. Please be better than mine. Alright, is there anything horrible about it? It adds a level to any fire or cold related gems if it has a tag. So let's say this was 4 linked with Molten Strike. That has a... Where's Molten Strike? Right there. It has a fire tag at the top. So that would actually work on that. But if we put our cold gem in here, it's going to raise the level of that because that's cold. No, that's lightning. Where's the cold gem? Herald of Ice. That's a cold tag, so that would work in here, but we'd have to change the colors. And this is a strength int item. So we could change the colors. That's actually good-ish for us. So now let's see what else. Socketed gems are supported by level 5 fire to cold, or cold to fire. Okay. That would convert some of the damage, but we're not doing damage with those. And then adds more damage. That's good. And increased elemental damage. So across the board, let's see if this actually pays off. 417. This is just a rough way to look at it, but we'll take that off. So 389 is what we actually have to work with, because the buff wouldn't. We don't want to count the buff as part of it. Here we go. Ooh, very nice, actually. That's worth switching. Let's see. What's the item level on this? 23, 18. So I still can't get up to the. I don't think I can roll it and get above the 6. All right. Or, you know, like above the 3 sockets, so that's not going to be worth it that way. But I think this is worth swapping to. We get some more block chance with it, I think, with the staff now, so we'll block some more. And we can say goodbye to that penalty, the 20% rarity penalty. Nice. We have a new staff to mess around with for a little while. Okay. I'll go with it. And there. And we're in good shape, guys. This is Act 3. And let's go back to town. We've done all the side stuff that we needed to do. And I think we're in good shape here. Oh, it brings us back to there. Do we have any quest to turn in? No. Always itching for a skill book. There we go. And I think this is a good spot to wrap it up. We're looking pretty tough. We're having a good time. I hope you enjoy these episodes. If you are, the best way to say make more of this is to hit the subscribe, because it tells me who subscribes. That not who, but the when people subscribe to which videos. And then the like button and comments. I answer all the comments too. So with that, have a good one, and I'm gonna make the next episode right away because I'm having fun with this guy so far. So far, so good. And we're pretty soon we're gonna get at 33. We're gonna unlock Onslaught, which is gonna make us move even faster. And then we'll get the second one unlocked, and we'll move doubly even faster. Have fun, and I'll see you shortly. Well, actually, not shortly, but soon.